April 8th, 2009 is a day of horror that will live on within me, my family, and millions of others for the rest of our lives. It has been a little over 3 years since this horrible and most unthinkable act occurred, but yet the loss of emotion on the inside makes it feel as though it happened only yesterday. Having to relive the loss each morning and every day while hopping onto an imaginary emotional roller coaster. 3 months passed after Victoria was abducted and her remains were finally able to come home. Not Victoria, her remains. 3 months, not 10 minutes, not a day, nor a week. 3 months passed. Do you know the emptiness you feel when your child runs ahead around a corner or hides in a store out of sight? Take that feeling and live it minute by minute for 3 months. Emotionally and mentally, you're drained. What hurts the most about the events of April 8th, 2009 is having to relive the hurt and pain in my son's eyes each and every time I see him. There has been a tremendous loss for him in losing his younger sister and best friend. You can see the void in all of my family's eyes. I strongly believe that the major impact to hit all of us is the realization that evil still does exist, especially now that one of our own, my very own, was plucked from broad daylight with very little answers. Little answers as to why Victoria wasn't allowed to grow up. Why Victoria wasn't allowed to continue being an innocent child, growing up alongside her family and friends. So much was stolen from Victoria, stolen from all of us. Our dreams of watching our little girl grow into a beautiful young woman, turning sweet 16, learning to drive, graduate school, walk down the aisle, even years down the road. The possibility of watching Victoria grow and raise her own innocent children, as we all have the right to, they're all gone. Now our only means of communicating with Victoria is tearful whispers through her headstone where her remains were laid to rest. You cannot imagine the painful sorrow it feels standing at your 8-year-old child's gravesite in order to say hi, instead of just being able to hold her in your arms and hold her tight. There are no words that can express the hurt and anger inside, having to relive that horrific day in the last hours of Victoria's life without wanting to explode with rage. Nothing will ever replace what was stolen from all of us. A human life, a child's life, my daughter's life. Victoria Elizabeth Marie Stafford, 8 years old, born July 15th, 2000. Stolen from all of us April 8th, 2009. Sadly missed, but will never be forgotten. Thank you.
What did you think of Rafferty when he spoke?
Pardon?
What did you think of Rafferty when he was speaking? What did you think of what he said?
I think it was very coward-like. He said he waited till the very end. Like, he thought it was best for his defense or whatever. You know, his best defense would have been opening his mouth and trying to tell his side of the story. If he's got missing puzzle pieces like he says he has, well, get those puzzle pieces in so we can finish this puzzle and put it to rest.
Do you think he was remorseful?
I think there was a couple times where he showed remorse, but whether that was actual tears, I don't know.
He said a lot, but what was it like hearing your daughter's name?
I don't know, because all I really heard was ramble, because he had his chance to speak. If he wanted to speak, he should have done it while his defense was there and put up a defense instead of being a coward and saying I didn't do it. He's still pleading not guilty. Evidence is there, I'm sorry.
Rodney, what did you think of the judge's
I fully agree with him. I've been saying that since I heard the evidence the first time. I've been trying to keep it out there as much as possible. These monsters, Rafferty's not the only monster on this planet. There's monsters everywhere. We just have to figure out a way to find out who they are and get rid of these people.
In all of the statements today, as well to almost everyone of your family and Tara's family talking about their
Yeah, because it impacted the kids far more than it impacted. I wouldn't say far more, but it had a greater impact, especially with Darren, because Darren was with her on a daily basis. He felt he was the older sister, and it was his place to take care of her. And to have his little sister disappear right out from underneath his arms, in a statement, he stated he spoke to her minutes before she disappeared. That's an instance I don't have. Like I didn't see Tori prior to that the weekend before, where we were painting at Nana's. Skipping stones.
Why do you think Rafferty only wanted to answer those unanswered questions for Tara? You mentioned
I have no comment on that, Mark, because I just don't. I have no idea what all that means or whatever. All I know is we got justice for Victoria.
Your thoughts on count 2 and count 3, Rodney?
I don't know. I really don't know what to say there. I don't think it really makes a difference after the first one anyways. So he's guilty on all 3. That was proven. No more accused. It was proven. He's a monster. Put him behind bars where he deserves to be.
Feel some penalties should be changed, as in like 10 years concurrent as opposed to consecutive that you felt at the bottom?
I believe there is a lot of things that should be changed. I strongly believe should be changed. And it should all be taken back into legislation and go over these laws. A lot of these people that are out on the streets committing these crimes have committed multiple crimes previously. Why is it being allowed to continue over and over again? Our children are at risk. Everybody's at risk. We got to find a way to put an end to it.
Rodney, let's fast forward to 2034. He's going to be going for parole. How's that? Where are you going to be? And how's that?
I'll be standing at the front door waiting for him. Make sure he doesn't leave that front door. He doesn't deserve to take another breath outside of that prison, let alone another breath period, in my eyes.
Where does the family go from here moving forward? What happens now with you guys?
What happens now? We pick up the pieces of our life, try to move forward, and move on. But use Victoria in our hearts and try to move forward in a positive manner, and we can do it. Thank you.